Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my September favourites. I've got quite a few things to show you because for those of you that aren't aware, September was my birthday month. Happy birthday me. And I kind of just spent like it was my birthday. So I've got quite a few things to get through to show you. Some things again will be repeats from last month and the month before, just to prove to you guys and show you guys that they are consistent loves of mine that I continuously love and enjoy throughout the year. So I'm going to start off first off with foundations. So the first one is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Liquid Foundation. My shade is in medium beige. I love this more so towards the beginning of September because it was definitely in last month's favourites videos, and because we had a heat wave in the UK which lasted about 6 weeks solid of 30+ degrees weather, which then went on kind of into September as well. I was using this quite a lot as it kept me very, very matte. It's an excellent foundation. As the name suggests, stay matte but not flat. It's matte, but it doesn't make you look 2D. It still retains that very natural look to your skin. Another one that I've been loving is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. My shade is in 10.5. Again, it's another one that I've really been loving. It's a full coverage foundation. A little bit goes a really long way. Plus, obviously, it being an affordable foundation, only costs a couple of pounds. So I really do love this. I think I'm almost at the stage now where this should match me perfectly, as my tan has slowly started to fade as we are now coming into the autumn winter months. Another one is this one here, the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. My shade is in beige. This has got a very heavy yellow undertone to it, but that's fine by me because I've got very yellow toned skin. I love the coverage of this and the way that it sits on the face. It looks great. A little bit again goes a really long way as it is a full coverage foundation, but I'm personally very happy with this still. Another foundation which is quite a new one of mine is this one from Too Faced. It's the Dew You Full Coverage Fresh Glow Foundation. My shade that I bought it in is in Warm Sand, but generally the shade that I am on a day-to-day normal basis is sand. It's just I bought this shade because I wanted to see what it looked like on my tan skin. It's still a little bit dark, so I tend to use a little bit and sheer it out and then use a kind of a lighter setting powder to make sure that it matches. It is a dewy foundation, but I don't find it's one of those dewy, greasy looking ones. As long as you set it with a mattifying powder, which I tend to do, I tend to use the Peach Perfect mattifying powder, which is again in this video. I may as well throw it in right here. It's been a favourite of mine ever since I bought it. It's such an amazing setting powder. It keeps your foundation matte. Plus, because it's got a peach tinge to it, it stops you having that kind of white cast. This used with this gives me a really nice kind of natural dewy finish, not a greasy one. A more recent purchase of mine is the LA Girl Pro Matte HD High Definition Long Wear Foundation. Now, this isn't a new foundation in my collection, it's a new shade. This shade is Soft Honey. The one that I normally use, which I reviewed earlier on in the year, if you want to do a search for it and you can find my review, is Light Tan. But again, as I said, because I've got a very slight tan at the moment, that one would have been too light for me to use. That was like an exact perfect shade match for me at my pay list. That's the reason why I had to go down and get a slightly warmer shade, which is Soft Honey, and I absolutely love it. It's a great matte foundation and it's affordable and it's really worth looking into. Last foundation is the most recent one, which I purchased recently. Again, it's not a new foundation by any means, but it's been so difficult for me to try and find my shade that I finally managed to get it a couple of days ago. And that is the Primark My Perfect Colour Velvet Finish Foundation. It's a medium to full coverage foundation. My shade is in Toffee and it costs £6. It has been around for, like I said, for a long time. But anytime I go to Primark, there's like 100 shades of very fair, one Toffee, one caramel, and that's it. It seems to be that, are there like no Caucasian people in the UK? Like, how come all the brown shades are always gone? It's either that or they're just really bad at stocking things, because how can it be all the really fair shades are there but there are no other ones? But regardless, I really like this foundation. It's actually what I'm wearing right now. It's a lovely medium to full coverage, as it says. I really hate the dropper on it. When I squeeze it to make the foundation go into it, a blob comes out. I mean, I know Primark is an affordable brand, but come on, like seriously, I am going to have to tip it out, and you can't because it's got a very closed top to it. So it's going to be one of those ones that's going to really annoy me. But aside from the packaging, I love the way that it sits on the skin. I think it looks beautiful and it looks like velvet. Okay, moving on to setting powders. I've really been using a lot over the past month. The Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. My shade is in Blondie. Mostly I've been using this quite a lot because my other ones are starting to deplete quite a lot. So I've been reaching for this a lot more. I love how it just sets everything beautifully. It doesn't crease. It does have that perfume smell, which really does annoy me. But overall, it's a very good setting powder to use to set your foundation as well as your concealer. Now let's move on to concealers. Two of mine, which should not be much of a surprise to you, is the MAC Studio Fix 24 Hour Smooth Wear Concealer. My shade is in NC35. It's what I'm using under my eyes and to highlight my face today, as well as the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and my shade is in Warm Beige. Both excellent concealers, full coverage, easy to blend, don't crease much at all, as long as you set them properly, and it won't crease at all. And it just looks amazing, and I love both of them. Two brow products to show you. This one I think was in last month's as well, the Benefit Brow Gel. My shade is in 4. It's what I'm wearing right now. It's just a very creamy, easy to use brow gel, so I've been continuously loving this. And for the days when I've just had my eyebrows freshly threaded, I don't need to do too much to them other than to fill them out a little bit. And for a more kind of softer looking brow, I use this one from Maybelline, and it's called their Total Temptation Brow Definer. My shade is in Deep Brown. It's got the pencil thingy on one end, and then on the other end it's got a spoolie brush, and it's basically a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, but obviously it's a lot more affordable. But I really like it as it gives a really nice soft brow. Moving on to highlighters. Two highlighters that I've been using a lot over the past month and really loving. First one is this one from Revolution Pro. It's their Supreme Highlighter, and my one is in gold. This is the most wearable one for me. I love, love, love this highlighter trio. The shades are really, really intense. They all work beautifully on my medium skin tone. They will also look amazing on very deep skin tones as well. The quality of it and the texture of it is very smooth and very buttery. So it's not one of those ones which you have to apply too much of. It sinks into the skin. It does not emphasize pores too much either, and obviously it's super affordable. Another one that I've been using quite a lot over the past month is this one from Jouer. It's their Skinny Dip highlighter. I love the shade of Skinny Dip. I've got their eyeshadow, I've got the lip gloss, and this highlighter as well is really, really intense. Unfortunately, it's very, very powdery. It kicks up a lot of dust. I don't think you can tell on camera, but there's quite a hefty dent in it because of the fact, number one, that I use it quite a lot, and number two, because it kicks up so much dust. But in terms of the colour and the intensity, 10 out of 10. Moving on to blushes. This one here from Sleek Cosmetics is one that I've been using quite a lot over the past month, and it's called Life's a Peach. It's a beautiful peachy shade, will work amazingly on fair, medium and deep skin tones, super affordable as well. Another two that I got quite recently are from Too Faced Tutti Frutti collection. By the way, these two and the foundation I bought direct from Too Faced. You can't, as far as I'm aware, buy them anywhere in the UK as yet. So if you do want to pay extra for taxes and whatnot, you know what to do. I'll link it all for you below. But this one is one of their blushes. This is called Cherry Bomb. It's a fruit cocktail blush duo. The quality, obviously the packaging is just gorgeous. And this is what the colours look like inside. They're both beautiful. They both look amazing on my skin tone. I know that this one may look a little bit pale on camera, but it's a very kind of deep, burnt, sort of brownish orange shade. And then obviously you've got the more cherry sort of coloured one. It looks gorgeous. And then this one here, which is called the Pineapple Paradise Strobing Powder, which is a strobing bronzer highlighting duo, and it's in the shade Pineapple Sun. And it looks like this. The bronzer I have not used to contour because it's got a slight sheen to it. It's not matte. But what I've done is I've contoured my face as normal. Then I've kind of gone over the contour slightly up and then stuck the highlighter on top. The highlighter is beautiful, will work well on all skin tones. It's a very kind of fairy spun gold sort of shade, and it looks amazing. Smells like gone off coconuts, but whatever. Moving on to contour. This should not be a surprise because it's in every bloody video. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Saddle Powder Bronzer. For the same reason I have said I love it in every video. I use it every single day. I'm not using it today, but I do tend to use it quite a lot. It's just the perfect shade for contouring for medium skin tones, and it's matte. And that's all you need really. Following on from that, another surprise, well, shouldn't be a surprise, is the NYX highlighting and contour palette. As you guys can see, this has seen a lot of love. I use it all the time. It's affordable, easy to travel as well. It's just great. All right, let's move on to lips in no particular order. First off is this from Too Faced. It is the Sweet Smell of Christmas Treats liquefied lipstick set. If you guys have seen my review video with swatches and whatnot, you will know why I love this so much. As I said in that video, the one in the middle, Sugar Cookie, does not go well with my skin tone. It makes me look concealer mouth. But all three of the other shades look absolutely amazing. And I love the quality of these as well. Only one layer needed to get full coverage. It lasts throughout the day and doesn't get sticky or crackly on me. I recently bought some of the new Stunner Fenty Beauty lip paints. This shade is in Uncuffed. If you're wondering why I haven't shown Unveil, it's because I use Uncuffed more, and I consider that to be more of a favourite. If I use something once, I'm not going to call it a favourite. It has to be something that I've used consistently, which I have done with this shade. It's a gorgeous rosy mauve shade, which will look amazing on all skin tones. Plus, it's got the new formula as well, so it's not as runny as the first one, Uncensored, was. I have done a review video along with lip swatches, so feel free to check it out. The new Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the colour Gingerbread Girl. Even, is it Gingerbread Girl? Yes, Gingerbread Girl. Again, from their holiday collection. It's a beautiful kind of burnt deep orange shade, which will look amazing on all skin tones. I absolutely love it. I've used it a few times. Another one that I've shown in quite a few videos is this other one from Too Faced. It's one of their Naturally Nudes lipstick. This is in the shade Birthday Suit. I never ever wear this on its own. I always pair it with a slightly darker lip liner. If I wear it on its own, it's just too pale for me. But if you wear it with any kind of lip liner, you will change up the colour dramatically, because it is a very pale sort of nudie, pinky, browny sort of shade. And now the last lipstick I'm going to show you is this lonely little one all on its own. It's from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Christmas set. It's a metallic liquid lipstick set. Out of all three of them, this one is my favourite. I've used it a couple of times. It's called Phantom. It's a beautiful burgundy shade. It's a really standout, amazing metallic liquid lipstick, and it just looks stunning. All right, now we're going to move on to the eyeshadow palettes, because I've got quite a few to show you, and I'm going to show them in no specific order. From the recent Huda Beauty Precious Stones Obsessions eyeshadow palette release, I bought 4, but these are the 2 that I've definitely used the most. This one, first one, is called Amethyst, and I'm actually using it today. Am I using it today? I'm using some of it today. You see? Yeah, see, I love it. Just love the colours. They go so well with my medium skin tone. And then followed by this one, which is in the shade Ruby, which has got a nice dent in it, which looks like her nail has gone through. It was probably me. Who else is it going to be, really? I love the shades. They're so unique because they've got beautiful types of reds, which not a lot of people tend to use or wear. But I just love the variety of shades in it as well, and I've used it quite a lot. Another one is this one from Barry M. It's called Treasure Chest Baked Matte and Metallic Eyeshadow Palette, and it's just a gorgeous palette. I give this a 10 out of 10. It's got amazing quality shadows in it, duochrome, metallic, mattes. There's looks for everybody, for every type of season, every type of event, etc. And I think it's only about £12, so it's really good quality, and I'm very happy that I got this. Another really affordable one is this one from Makeup Revolution. It's called the Flawless 4 Ultra Eyeshadows, 32 Ultra Professional Eyeshadows. And I bought this from Superdrug not too long ago, and I have used it quite a lot. The shadows themselves are quite small, but then they have managed to fit 32 in here. I mean, for those of you that are new to makeup, or are looking for more affordable makeup, or are just trying out makeup for the first time and don't want to invest in more expensive palettes, this is the kind of palette you should definitely go for. It's full of warm tones, your classic browns, caramels, beiges, a couple of pinks and corals thrown in there with lots of golds as well. So there's quite a lot of people that will like something like this. Plus the texture and the quality of this is really good as well. So overall, it's an excellent palette. Ah, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. How many people are still so in love with this? I mean, whenever I have those days of like, what do I wear? What do I wear? I just automatically drift towards this. I can't be the only one that's like that. It's got so many wearable shades, everyday sort of shades for your everyday kind of gal, for your everyday kind of look. And I can't big this one up enough. You guys know, I bet many of you have got this eyeshadow palette and can agree with me. Following on from that, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette, which is what, in my like 3rd favourites video. Just love it. Just love it. I use it a lot more than I thought I would, purely because it's a cool toned palette, but then before I know it, I'm reaching for it again and again and again, because you can actually create very wearable looks from this. Quick looks as well. A quick matte shade in the crease. Just stick your finger in the metallic and pop it on your lid like that. Done. So nice and easy, and the shades are so intense as well. It's an amazing palette. No, this video is not sponsored by Anastasia Beverly Hills. The Sultry palette as well, absolutely love it. I have used it so much since I bought it. It's gorgeous. It still obviously looks quite new because it is a new palette in my collection. I just love the shades. Smoky, sexy, sultry shades. Perfect for winter nights, date nights, even your everyday looks as well. I absolutely love it. And then the last eyeshadow palette I'm going to show you should be no surprise. It is the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice eyeshadow palette for the holidays. Just look at the colours. If you've seen my review by now, I've done a makeup tutorial as well, just so that you guys can see the shades in action. I apologise, there's a plane going over my head. Look into it, you will absolutely love it. Two other random body care type things I'm going to show you. Makeup Revolution Skincare. This is the 10% niacinamide plus 1% zinc. Check out my video where I've done a comparison of the Ordinary products. I love this because I've used it so much since I bought it that all the blemishes that I had randomly on my face that wouldn't go, went after a couple of days of using this. So I cannot not have this in this video. Another very recent purchase of mine, Snow Fairy Body Spray, people, from Lush. Let's go. Oh, smells like sweets. I'm hungry now. It's dinner time. Love it. Just love it. If you love Snow Fairy, you love candy floss, sweetie type smells, this is a 200ml limited edition body spray from Lush, and it costs £20. And that's it for my favourites, and I've got 2 regrets for this month. 2 regrets. First one. I don't know how many of you have tried this or heard of it. It's dirty because it's been in my makeup bag. It's the J1 Jelly Pack. It's one of their South Korean kind of brands that has been hyped up quite a bit. Now, this was actually sent to my friend Selena, and they sent her 2, so she gave me 1. Thanks, Selena, to try it out. It's not a cheap product, and it is marketed as dramatic firming skin with improved elasticity and pore smoothing. And it contains niacinamide and adenosine something. It's a primer gel. I don't like it. I know how to use it. I have taught myself how to use it. I've read all the reviews of people saying it does this, it does that, and blah blah blah. It is very, very, very sticky. All you need to do is put a little blob on your finger, blob it here, blob it there, and kind of pat it into your skin. You're not meant to rub it in, you're meant to pat it in. Once that happens, it becomes very sticky on the face because it's a primer more than anything else, and everything else is meant to stick to it. If you rub like this, it's going to bauble up, which is quite annoying because obviously you don't want that to happen. However, did it keep my makeup in place all day? No. Did it make my makeup move around? Yes. Even after patting this down, then putting on my foundation, using a foundation brush caused it to bobble up, and I was like, what the hell is this? Like, how am I supposed to, what am I supposed to do with my foundation? Go like that. Like, it's a waste of money. It's just not worth the hassle, and it ain't that great. Next one, which may be a surprise to some of you, is from the new Dose of Colours Katie and Desi Perkins collection. I bought one thing from there this time, and it is one of their liquid lipsticks in the shade A Mauve Story. It is not mauvelous. It's a nice enough-ish colour. If you've got deep skin tone, concealer mouth, because I'll tell you one thing, it just works on me. I will insert a picture of me wearing it here. Oh, it looks great in the picture, does it? Yeah, a picture is, and that's it, that's done. It was fresh on my lips for about 5 minutes. After about an hour, I got that white line in my lips like I haven't eaten all day. So I rubbed it off, reapplied it, it happened again, and it just looked awful. It made me look ill. Because of the cool tone of it, it actually dragged my skin colour down and made me look kind of grey. So, not a fan of that one. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what your thoughts are if you've got any of these things, or if you're interested in getting them at some point. Remember, some of them are limited edition because obviously now we are in that holiday period where all those things are coming out. And that's it. What else? On my lips, I'm wearing a Primark liquid lipstick in the shade Cookie Dough. It's quite a new release. And that's it. So I hope you guys are wonderful and great, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.